Hi everyone, it's Paul, and I'm in the kitchen alone to start this episode because we're gonna prank Nick in a way. He is making a burger today and really, really needed ketchup, and we don't have any, and he didn't get any at the store when we were there a half hour ago. So he's out right now finding ketchup. I don't know if he's going back to the store or going to a bodega or going to McDonald's. Boy's getting some ketchup, and we're gonna get his raw reaction when he gets back. So please stay tuned. I'm so excited. He's coming back. He's coming back. He's coming back. And we're just doing some things. And, Nicholas is coming back, and he has his ketchup. Nicholas, would you like to tell the viewers where you've been?
At the store,
Getting...
ketchup.
We're the Soy Boys.
When you're having a bad day, all you want to do is have a laugh. Well, here's a treat for you. The boys are here, and we can't wait to turn your day from gross to great. We're the Soy Boys. Soy great.
Breast up.
I hate this. I hate that you said breast up. It sounds like some, college swimmer bro. His hashtag before he goes to a big meet. Hashtag breast up, dude. Really proud of my stroke this season. Hi, everybody, and welcome to the Soy Boys, the podcast, round 3. My name is Paul.
My name is Nicholas.
And he has ketchup.
I do have ketchup.
The Soy Boys, the podcast. It's a podcast where we cook and talk, but we don't necessarily talk about cooking. The level of our talking about cooking honestly changes episode to episode, and I have a feeling that today we're not going to be talking about cooking very much.
I hope not.
Because I have a very involved question for you.
Oh, really?
Yes. Well, it's one that we can talk about we could talk about it forever.
Interesting.
In theory.
So what's on the menu, Paul?
Great. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the turkey that I used in the last episode. I still have about half a pound of that left, and I'm going to make a couple of turkey burgers that I'm going to eat on top of a bed of sautéed vegetables.
I love that.
I'm so excited. It
That's
sounds
gonna be
so
great.
good.
Great.
What's on the menu for you tonight? Ketchup boy.
I am making some hamburgers,
Great.
cheeseburgers.
Cool.
Excuse me. And some fries. They're just frozen fries, but
Great. Yeah. Are you gonna fry the fries, or are you gonna bake them?
I'm gonna bake them.
We're not gonna mess around here.
I don't have enough oil to fry them.
Sure.
And also frying in not like a deep fryer.
Right.
You know?
Like doing it
Terrifies
in
me.
a pan. Yeah, no, it's
Yeah.
fine. It gets easier. I was afraid too, but I think I've mentioned this on the show before. My friend Jay had a deep fryer in college, and it was a whole big thing. I used to make sweet potato fries all the time and turkey burgers, but I haven't made turkey burgers in a while. And I'm gonna try just the patty on its own. I'm gonna make a couple of them. And it's gonna be it. We're both making burgers,
We are.
but we're going two very different routes with it.
Yes, that's true.
But I might have some of your fries,
That's okay.
and you can have some of my vegetables if you want.
Great.
What do you need this
Teamwork.
preheated up? Because I turned it off earlier.
25.
425.
Yeah.
Do you want to ask your question first, or should I ask my question?
Should we
first?
talk about what's on our minds before we talk about what's on their minds?
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. We've been together all day. How was work today?
It was fine. I was there for 3 hours.
And you got cut.
It was pretty dull today.
Great.
I think because of yesterday was President's Day, so because of the holiday, no one wanted to come in. Apparently, ASMR. Apparently all the kids have this whole week off.
What?
Yeah.
Like kids, like school kids?
Like school kids.
kids?
Yeah. No, all the,
The adult kids.
all the school kids have this whole week off, and so no one's
in there.
Yes.
You're doing it. Where's this mic? Okay.
my meat.
That's exciting. What did I do today? Oh, I wrote some lyrics to a parody project that I'm working on that I'm very excited about, but I'm not going to announce what it is yet. I'm just going to talk about creativity and how I sat down and I took the lyrics from the song I'm parodying, and it's a very easy song to parody, I think, especially because of how repetitive the chorus is.
Right.
Are you going to make it?
No.
You could use your really, really awful scissors.
My kitty scissors. Go back to last episode.
Puncture that. Soy boys. But I was just proud of how I was able to literally sit down and hammer out these lyrics in 25 minutes.
Yeah.
And then I sang them for you, and you liked them for a first draft.
Them. Yeah.
For a first draft.
I liked them for any draft.
Thank you so much.
I mean,
It's not the final draft, for
no,
sure.
yeah, and they could use a little tweaking, but I think if you released that,
The people would love it.
I think so too.
Thank you so much.
You're so welcome.
I might put some curry powder in this turkey.
Sure. bad.
Bad. I'm just kind of blind seasoning this because it's turkey. It's gonna be
I'm gonna
good.
cook this on a. I don't know. I've never cooked a burger before.
Oh,
Should I do like a medium low?
I would do
just
it
with this pan.
yes, because that pan's terrifying.
Yeah.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do is add some garlic powder. Anything else on our minds? Because we could just get into the questions.
Yeah, I mean, we were with each other all day, and it's
We went
kind
to
of
the
just
store.
been like we played some. Oh,
Do
God.
you think that cashier was flirting with me?
I do.
She was. Okay, let me catch you guys up. I'm from Tennessee, and well, we were buying some beer, alcoholic beverages at the store. And I gave her my ID. Who was that guy? It was, Marvin. He said, "Oh, some beer." Oh, it smells so good. Yeah, I'm definitely putting some curry in.
Do it.
And I gave her my ID, and she said, "Oh, you're from Tennessee. My family's down there." And I said, "Where?" And she said, "I don't know." And we laughed. And
You did?
she said, "Yeah, she was flirting with me." Oh, I can never tell. I can really, really never tell if someone's flirting with me.
I think she was. She completely ignored me.
She really did. She really did.
I didn't know she was checking me, like checking
you
out.
out.
Yeah, she was checking me out. No, she was too busy checking you out to check me out.
She's checking out the fact that I'm from Tennessee. We were talking about airports.
Okay, are you ready for the sizzle? 'Cause
I was born ready for the sizzle.
I'm gonna cook
I
this
love Bruce
meat.
Springsteen.
And now I'm gonna. So, folks, what you want to do when you're cooking
So what you want to do?
a burger is
Yeah.
not touch it. Once you form it,
Yeah.
you want to not touch it as much as possible because that seals in the juice.
Yeah, that's true.
So
That's a good point.
What you want to do is you
That's
put
such
it.
a good point.
You put it down on one side, then you season the other side.
I'm kind of going rogue on what I've learned from burgers in the past couple of years, but also I'm not doing a classic burger. I'm just making like a turkey patty.
Sure.
Remember getting chicken patty sandwiches in school?
Yes.
Those were the ish. I'm gonna throw some panko breadcrumbs in this.
I think you
Kind of seal it
should.
together.
Yeah.
So
So what I've heard also with burgers is you want to let them stick to the pan
and then release.
and then release.
Yeah, I made that mistake a lot
And
in
that's
college.
scary to me because I just want it to not stick. So
It's
I'm not
any
touching.
meat.
I'm not touching it. Look at me.
You're doing great.
Thanks so much.
You can put a lid on that if you wanted.
Huh?
If you wanted to put a lid on it, but also
really?
you don't have to. Oh, maybe that's just for the cheese. I don't know.
Yeah, I was thinking.
Act like I know nothing.
I'm gonna put my fries in.
I'm gonna put some. What else am I gonna use this with? I'm gonna add some thyme to this. Anything else on our minds? Should we just get into it? She
I
was
think we
flirting with me. Was she really flirting with me?
I think she was.
I'm gonna agree with you because she was totally ignoring you. And like to see Nick in a public place and totally ignore him, something's got to be on your mind because he's a great
Aw.
guy.
Holly.
You guys should really meet him if you get the chance.
I would love to
But
meet
don't come to
all
our
of
apartment.
you.
All right, cool. So what we're gonna do? I think you should ask your question first.
My question first?
Yes.
Okay,
if you
this
have
question
time.
comes from Janelle, my mother.
What's up, Janelle? Your mother?
My
That's exciting.
mother. Yes. And Janelle asks, what is your current favorite video game?
Oh wow.
And what is your favorite video game of all time?
Those might be one and the same for me.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm pretty confident I know the answer to yours.
I don't. I know the answer to your current one because I think we have the same one. Do we?
I assume
We
you
do. But I don't know the answer to your favorite video game of all time. So I think you should go first.
Okay. So my current favorite video game, I think, is Super Smash Bros. Ultimate.
Oh wow! Shocking! Shocking!
It's
Can
so
I?
fun. Please.
Thank you.
Throw it on there. I've been a huge fan of the Smash Brothers series since I played a little bit of Smash 64 as a kid, but really Smash Melee was when I got like super into it.
The
and
best.
then played a little bit of Brawl, then I didn't play Smash 4. But once I got into I got back into it for Smash Ultimate, and I'm loving it. I'm having so much fun with it. It's
We
a
play it
blast.
all the time.
We
We
do.
played a
We
bunch today.
Play it probably like at least 3 or 4 times a week.
If we go 2 days in a row without playing it, it's an anomaly.
Yeah.
Look at that seasoned meat.
Look at that sweet.
Love Peter Pan. Sweet.
I think my favorite. Sorry, I got a text message.
No, it's fine.
I have read receipts on, and I can't ignore.
I know. Wow. Okay. Everybody relax. Everyone relax. Okay. Everybody relax.
Okay, is this okay? Do I need to flip it? It's starting to smoke.
It's just smoking a little bit. Oil smoking. Yeah. Flip it.
Okay, and like the heat is low. Like it's on
It is low.
a 2.
I think you're fine.
Okay,
Maybe
should I
maybe
just
try
leave it?
flipping it.
Or should I flip it?
I think you should try to flip it, and if it doesn't want to go anywhere,
What was I doing? Setting a timer.
we're having great fun in the kitchen today, my dear friends. The pod peas, the poi boys. We're trying to think of a name for our fan base, and we think that we should just let. Oh, that's
It's
perfect.
a little overdone.
But that's
Just a touch.
on the outside, but you have a nice crisp on it.
Yeah, that's good. This is going to take significantly less time than I thought, but that's
Yes.
okay.
It's okay. You can bake your fries.
I can bake my
You could
fries.
help me chop. No, we're saving that.
Yes.
Can I use some oil?
Please.
Thank you so much.
You're so welcome.
Sweet welcome.
Favorite game of all time?
Yeah.
I think my favorite... Okay, here's my current favorite game of all time. Like, it changes sometimes.
Okay.
My favorite game of all time, I think, is Bastion.
I don't know what that is.
It's on the Switch. They just brought it onto the Switch, which I'm very happy about. I've been playing through it again. I played it first on the Xbox 360.
Right.
It was like, every summer they would have like a summer of arcade games where they would put different games on their
Cool.
like marketplace.
Yeah.
And it would be like a special deal. You could like buy a pass for all the games. And I need to season this side of the meat.
Look at that seasoning salt. That's a lot of salt. That's great. It looks great.
This isn't like super salty.
It's
Salt.
just
It's
seasoned.
just a lot of seasoning.
That's great. I
Yeah.
can't wait. That's great. I can't wait. I can't wait because it's great. I can't
And
smell
so
it first.
I played it for the first time. Oh, it's bleeding. Oh, this is gonna be a great burger.
It's gonna be a great burger.
It's gonna be a burger.
While you're doing that,
Yes.
while my oil's heating for just a second, I'm gonna get out. Actually, no. I'm gonna cook my turkey and then I'm gonna saute my vegetables.
Yeah. So Bastion, I played it like in high school. I really, really liked it, and it just came back, and I'm playing through it again, and it's really fun. I love it so much because the soundtrack is incredible. I love the art style.
I don't know anything about this game.
Oh,
Can you enlighten me?
Yeah, so it's like I'm not good with genres. I don't really know how to describe the genre. It's like it's
Well, what
an
do you do
adventure
in the
game.
game? It's an adventure game.
Yeah, you go through and you have to like fight enemies, and you kind of like
Like a Legend of Zelda, almost.
yeah, that's a good way. And you're like trying to collect a certain number of things is like the goal.
It's like Dragon Ball?
Yeah.
Like Pokemon?
Okay, she's not ready to flip yet.
Okay, mine are definitely not. My burgers are in the pan. They're misshapen, but honestly, I love
They're
them.
still beautiful.
Just the same.
You're trying to collect a bunch of things, and
Yes.
my favorite thing about it is there is it's like narrated. There's like
I'm
a
gonna need
character.
this cutting
Yeah,
board.
that's fine. There's a character who narrates the whole story,
That's nice.
and literally everything you do, there is narration for it.
That's
And
real
it
cool.
like just immerses you in the game so much because
Yeah.
no matter what, if you just stand there for too long, he will say something. Or like
nice.
every time you fall off the level, I just love it.
That
so
sounds
much.
really awesome.
It's so awesome. It's on the Switch now. Highly recommend it. Yeah, it's great. That's
I'm
my
probably
favorite
gonna
game.
play it.
I think you should. And they just came out with a new game too that I really want to
great.
play. Don't remember what it's called though.
Amazing.
That's the end of my
Spiel.
spiel.
So my current favorite game is
Sorry,
that.
I'm gonna cut the heat. Slap this cheese on top,
And that's when you cover
and
it.
that's when
because-
you cover it.
Amazing. I'm gonna watch these really quick. My current favorite game, yes, is Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, and I'm having a dilemma because I am a big follower of the competitive Super Smash Bros. Scene, like the people who play this game and win thousands of dollars for winning tournaments. It's incredible. So I've done a lot of thinking in the past few years about balance in a Smash game because it's never really been balanced in 64, since 64, and definitely not in Melee, which is the game I've spent the most time playing of any video game ever. And while I love it so much, it's just not balanced, and there are some things about the one-player mode that I think are really frustrating, even though I spent a lot of time playing it as a kid and in college, and honestly still now, because it has a bunch of replay value. But the incredible thing about Smash Ultimate is that there are like 70 characters in this game, and it's so well balanced. It's incredible. I've never found a fighting game as balanced as this, and there's just so many characters. basically, I'm having a dilemma here because I've loved Melee for so long, and it's been my favorite game of all time for so long. Even though for a while in college I said that Smash 4 was, but to be honest, I never owned Smash 4. I just played my roommate's copy, and I didn't play a lot of the one-player, so I can't really judge it. I'm having a dilemma, Nicholas. I don't know.
I'm having lid problems.
I'm gonna try to flip these.
There's no lid for this pan.
Oh, lid problem. Oh, look at that.
Oh, man.
We definitely have a char on the outside of this burger, but I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
Look at that. Wow, that's beautiful. That's what I want in a turkey burger. I might just use this spatula to get mine up later, if that's okay.
That's fine.
Okay, thank you, because there's some raw meat on that one. So I'm going to close here by saying my current favorite video game is Super Smash Ultimate, and while my favorite video game of all time still is Super Smash Bros. Melee, I think with the Ultimate content that has yet to come out and further patches and balancing of this already incredible game, I think Ultimate could become my ultimate favorite game of all time.
Oh, man.
It's amazing. I mean, just there are so many cool fighting modes that we never asked for. Like, nobody asked for Smashdown or Squad Strike.
Right.
But we love them all the same.
Exactly.
It looks like your cheese is melting there.
Yeah. Oh,
Great.
she's so pretty.
What's her name?
Sophia.
You're gonna eat her.
I don't like
I
that.
don't like that. I'm gonna get out my peppers, and I'm not gonna do any onions with this. I'm just gonna saute some zucchini and peppers.
Sorry.
It's okay. And actually, I'm gonna throw in some spinach in there as well, because I have a really bad habit of buying spinach and letting it go bad. Good Spinach Gone Bad by Cobra Starship.
So now what I'm gonna do is clean this pan.
Great.
So I can toast my buns.
Oh, toast your buns. Shout out
Toast your
to
buns?
Binging with Babish.
It wouldn't be a Soy Boys podcast if we didn't mention him at least once.
I think there's been at least one where we have not mentioned Binging with Babish.
I think there's been one.
I think it was the last one.
Did we not in the last one?
I don't think we did.
There was one more where we didn't.
I don't know, Nicholas. I don't have all of the episodes memorized, you know?
Oh, well, someone has to edit them, so I listen to all of them.
Yeah, well, someone has to be the creative director. Your words, not mine. So anyway, I'm leaving. Thought you'd like to know.
Move on to the next question?
Yeah, I'm so excited for this question.
Okay.
Speaking of my bad habit of buying spinach and letting it go bad, this question comes from my best friend, Skylar G. Sorry about that.
What?
But he's my best friend.
Okay, I just called you my best friend earlier today.
No, I know. I didn't mention anything about it because I didn't know if we were at that place or what was happening. So this question comes from my best friend, Skylar G. We're just going to move past the thing that just happened. This is a conversation that we had a lot in college in my friend group. It actually came from our friend Megan B. Asked me this question when we were first getting to know her in college. I think it's an incredible question. And I'm going to set it up like this. There are multiple parts to it. Okay. I'm going to move this off the heat because I don't know what's happening.
I think the juices are just escaping.
I forgot that I was making some burgers. And they were a little burnt. But honestly,
They're still beautiful.
they're still beautiful. To quote early 2000s movie Princess Diaries, what makes you different makes you beautiful. And I love that. So, okay, first half of this question, now that the sizzling is done. Pick your 2 favorite candies in the world. You, Nicholas, go.
You want me to say them out loud now?
Yes.
Airheads
Airheads
and Twix.
and Twix. Now, imagine that those 2 candies are alive and they are in a boxing ring. Which one wins the fight? And why?
That's such an interesting question.
It's such an amazing question. I love it. I'd forgotten about it, but he submitted it yesterday. You can feel free to fully explore this space. I can help you.
Okay, so here's what I'm thinking.
Okay.
I think Twix is meatier.
Meteor.
Like, if I saw, when I'm making a personification of a Twix,
Sure.
I'm picturing like a big buff guy for some
Like a
reason.
Big dude.
Big dude. And when I picture an airhead, I picture like a gymnast.
Okay, because like stretchy, taffy, and, yeah.
style, yeah.
I got you.
Um,
Listen to that chop.
chopped.
Chop to the top. Shout out to SpongeBob musical on Broadway. Ooh.
Chop to the top. Chop to the top.
Great. Okay.
So
we're talking about Airheads.
Yes. I picture like a gymnast.
Right.
So because of that, I feel like it would have a harder time. But it can move around easier.
That's true.
But Airheads aren't they're not wimps, you know. They're still.
But they're formidable.
They're formidable.
Yeah, they really are.
So I think.
So here's an argument I'm gonna bring to you because I don't have a verdict on this. When you buy a Twix bar, you get 2.
When you buy Airheads, though, I mean, depending on the ones, sometimes you buy
Like a box of
a box of Airheads.
But we have to get if you in a Twix wrapper, there are 2 Twix. Is what I'm saying. In an Airhead wrapper, there's 1.
Right. That's also a good point. Maybe Twix. But their whole
I don't know, dude.
campaign,
I don't know.
Right versus left. Are they teaming up now?
Well, I don't know. How have you often? I'm going to use a little more of this oil. How have you most often experienced Twix, as 2 or as 1? And if so, if it's 1, which one do you prefer, left or right? And does that hold any sort of weight here?
Yeah, I think
this is a great question. There are so many things to consider.
I think.
Look at that burger. Oh, it looks so good.
I mean, I always like to say that I prefer one just because it freaks people out. They're like, they're not different. I'm like,
oh,
yeah,
I do
they
too.
are.
I always prefer the left.
I prefer the right.
Well, I'm left-handed.
I'm right-handed. And
Moving
that's
on.
how we make a perfect pair.
The snack that smiles back.
Soy boys.
Sauteing some vegetables over here, folks.
Yummy. So I think I like the narrative that they team up more. I think that's more interesting and more fun. If you want to use this to toast,
Thanks so much.
You're not doing guns.
I'm not.
Right.
I'm going carb-free on this one.
Oh, look at you.
Yeah.
Healthy boy.
I just thought it would be interesting, you know.
So if that's the case,
Are you going with
I think
Twix?
the Twix would have to win. Because I don't think an Airhead... I think the Airhead would be able to maybe stand a chance. Oh, fries are done? Let me double check on them. And then open the oven.
Yeah.
Um,
Saute above you really quick.
if it was just one Twix, I think the Airheads would be able to stand a chance. I think it would still be tough for them.
Yeah, because a Twix is there's a snap to a Twix. There's some stuff happening inside there.
Right.
Take you for a ride on my big green tractor.
Name that country artist.
It's Big and Rich.
Sorry, it is Blake Shelton. The only country artist I know.
I cannot name a single Blake Shelton song.
Neither can I.
And he's been everywhere recently. Was he so big in the country world, in just the country world, that he became a host of The Voice and then became famous because of that?
And became sexiest man alive.
Everyone was mad. Even
Yeah.
he was like, I don't really understand this.
He's like,
thanks.
have you seen other men?
You
he's
seen
like,
it?
I'm not ugly.
I work with Adam Levine. Okay, so you're going with Twix here.
I think I'm going with Twix.
Okay. I'm excited to get a chance to revisit this argument because I haven't thought of it since my favorite candy bar was Aero. Do you know what an Aero is? Spelled A-E-R-O.
Yeah, with the little bubbles.
With the little air bubbles inside, yeah. And it was that against a Caramello, which is literally just chocolate and caramel.
Mm-hmm. Is that similar to a Rolo? Like,
it's honestly just like a block of chocolate in which sits some...
oh, it's a bar.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's a block. With... Whoo, we're struggling. Oh, but look at this. This looks beautiful.
That does.
Thank you so much.
You're so welcome.
And Carmelo won that argument pretty handily because Aero is really brittle inside and it's
Right.
just the air bubbles. But I'm interested to revisit it now because my favorite chocolate bar has become a Snickers. And my favorite candy is Trolley Sour Bright Crawlers. The sour
ones are
gummy
those?
worms.
Oh, the gummy worms.
Yes,
Those
that
are
come.
good.
There's like multicolored, and this brings up a really interesting argument. It's kind of like the one horse-sized duck or 100 duck-sized horses thing, because I think you have to consider that when you open a pack of sour gummy worms, you're getting all of those worms, and when you open a Snickers bar, it's just the one.
Right.
So I think no matter how durable a Snickers is, no matter the protein that comes from those peanuts, I think my answer has to be the Trolley Sour Bright Crawlers because they pack a punch and they're they're a taffy type candy as well, but they can stretch. They're also formidable in the way of an Airhead. An Airhead is more formidable, but they're just tough enough that up against a Snickers bar, I think they win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I agree with you.
I think we've had a lot of discussions on the show where we didn't quite agree with each other, but this is really going well.
Yeah.
I'm really
Really
feeling
feeling
this
this.
energy. So we can take some questions. What do I have to do? These are done. They look amazing. And just some sauteed vegetables, very simple. I didn't do any onions because I'm sick of chopping onions, and I'm sick of chopping garlic as well, which I've done a lot on this show. This looks amazing.
So, do you want to take like one more quick question?
Let's take another quick question. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you have a quick question in mind? Or should I poll?
If you're over there, I mean, I'm done.
This question comes from Emily,
Emily,
my sister.
your sister. Wow, this is just keeping it in the family.
Yeah, well, all of my questions that I've gotten recently are from my family.
Me too. Or from my
Emily,
best friends.
Emily asks, how much money do you carry in your pocket?
Cash?
Yes.
None, if I can help it.
Mm-hmm.
I only started getting out cash from moving to the city to do laundry.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, I think it's a hassle. I don't like carrying change. I like every year getting to collect the change that I have collected and put together, like get $25 out of it in cash.
Yeah.
But it's just so much easier to use a card. I know that's not a revolutionary idea, but I haven't carried cash around because I was hoping that some place wouldn't, what am I saying? I haven't been afraid that a place wouldn't have a card accepted in years.
I feel like I've come across more places that don't accept cash than don't accept cards.
Yes, definitely.
Especially here in the city.
There's a restaurant called Sam and Andy's in Knoxville, Tennessee, one of my favorite restaurants ever, right by my house in my hometown, and they don't accept card. You have to get cash, and they have an ATM inside. And they're like an old diner style place, and they do burgers and sandwiches, but they also do like spaghetti and meatballs and salads, and it's a very classic diner kind of feel.
Right.
And I feel like to do that in 2019 is kind of, ooh, don't do that.
Oh, I put
Nicholas
it down and
just put a towel on top of an eye that was previously.
It's not lit anymore, so
not lit.
I had moments to react, but
Sure. Moments to remember. Name that musical.
Sunday in the Park with George.
For what wedding singer?
Sweet.
It was West Side Story. Sunday in the Park with George. You just got Sondheim on the brain.
I do.
We played a round of 20 questions today, musical edition, and we had a lot of fun.
We did.
And I stumped him on Company, even though I wanted him to guess it.
I also wanted me to guess it.
I also wanted you to guess it.
I like winning.
I wanted you to win.
Thank you
How are those fries?
They're really great. You want to try one?
Yeah, I do. I'm adventurous.
There's a little salt, pepper, and a touch of paprika. I'm on a paprika train.
Pepper
right
is
now.
red. Whoa, that's hot. Whoa. It tastes a little sweet.
I think that's the natural flavor of the potato.
Incredible. And that's the natural flavor. It's like a Simply Orange commercial.
Oh, I was thinking like a nature doc.
No.
Here we see the natural flavor of the potato. To answer your question, Emily, I
We're answering a question.
also carry no cash. I just got a new phone case, which has I can carry all my cards in my phone.
Yeah.
So I don't carry my wallet.
Ooh, yeah, that's right. So you only carry in there your ID, like a card and a Metro card, right?
And my EMC card.
Right. Because you never know.
Well, no, I just don't want to forget it when I
Sure.
go to auditions.
Do you want this?
No, I just need a scraper.
Amazing.
I thought you put it in the sink.
No, I didn't. I put my wooden spoon in the sink.
Wooden spoon.
Yeah, I don't carry cash.
For like a month, before I got the case, I carried cash with me, and it just depends on like the day. I get tips at work, but usually it's like $1 or like $3
In cash.
In cash, yeah. For
You
like
can just keep that in your pocket.
a day, so I just keep that in my pocket, yeah, and like that's good laundry money.
Mm-hmm. Except our machine
Doesn't take
doesn't
ones.
take ones, which is really frustrating.
Yeah.
But what you gonna do?
When it all falls down. This is a heaping pile of fries.
I love heaping piles. That's a lot of fries. We really have.
We're gonna share fries.
I can't wait.
I made this.
I can't wait to come to your party. Name that musical.
That's Company.
It's Motown the musical. Do you know what it's actually from?
Yeah, 13.
Okay, cool. I didn't know if we haven't talked about 13. I have a lot of thoughts on 13 the musical.
Save it for next week. I also have a lot of thoughts on 13 the musical.
13 the
I
musical.
also love 13 the musical.
I can't wait. Tune in next episode of the Stories Podcast when we discuss Jason Robert Brown's not Tony nominated 13 the musical, where Ariana Grande got her start. I can't wait to discuss that.
Do you want to...
Let's go. Let's move into the final portion of this.
Let's postmortem this-ish.
So at the end of our show, we like to do a little post-mortem, which in the theater world is a discussion that people have after a production is closed to talk about what went well and the mounting and running of a production and what went poorly. So on our show, just to catch you up here, we like to do that in the making of our meals. Nicholas, what did you learn tonight?
I've never made a burger before.
Never.
Never.
You've never just cooked a burger?
No.
It went perfectly. Do you know how well done it is inside?
I don't.
Does it matter to you, really? As long as the outside's done?
I mean, no.
Do you mind pink inside?
I don't mind pink. I prefer no pink.
Yeah.
Just because it's ground beef.
Mm-hmm.
If it was like... Anyway.
Right.
You know what I mean.
If it was a turkey burger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
You're an actor for a living. I can't wait to see you on
don't
Broadway.
do improv.
Neither do I.
I
don't
did
wanna
it
be an
for
actor anymore.
8 months, and you kept me up at night.
I was on a team for 4 years in high
I was
school.
on a team for 1 year in college.
I didn't love it. I like performing scripts.
Yeah, I also like performing scripts. I'm also not... I don't land the jokes. I was the setup guy.
Me too!
And it was very hard for me because I desperately want to be funny.
Mm-hmm.
But I just had to come to terms with the fact that I'm the setup guy.
We talked about a term called status in our improv team in high school, which I don't think is touched on in regular improv teams. But basically, we'd have 3 people in a scene, and you'd have status 1, status 2, and status 3. And I was always status 3, which would be like the bit character or the person who in the zoo would come out and be the whale.
Right.
Which I love doing.
Mm-hmm.
Hashtag be the whale. I love
song.
You're in town. I love this bit that we're doing that they can't see.
Yep.
And I think we're going to keep it between us.
I think so too.
Suck it. So you learned that you can make a burger.
I did. I've seen people make burgers
on the internet. Dozens of times.
So many times. I think I've learned from them, and I can trust myself more with cooking. I think
I love that.
this was a step in towards... I've done real cooking before,
Mm-hmm.
but I didn't go in with a plan, and I just went with it.
Yeah, me too. That's basically what I learned too. I mean, just trust your instincts. I think we've talked about that a lot. I've never cooked zucchini before, but honestly, I just sautéed it with my peppers and onions, and it looks like it has a great natural flavor. Some of the juices came out. I can't wait. I did learn a little bit about multitasking because I was chopping my peppers, and I honestly forgot that my turkey burgers were cooking, and I think I got them at the right moment exactly because they developed this nice crust, which I actually kind of like with a turkey burger. Mm-hmm. Maybe it's because that's what always happens when I make turkey burgers. They have a little crust on the outside, but it's not burnt by any stretch of the imagination. And they're a little misshapen, but I really wanted this. Also, what I learned, we all are. Ooh, that's beautiful. That should be how this ends, but I'm going to keep going. I had a hankering for this meal, which is why I did it. Mm-hmm. Every so often, I get a craving for something like healthy. Like, I was living in Florida last year, and I woke up one morning and said, I want veggie tacos tonight. And I got some, butternut squash and some corn tortillas. I bought corn tortillas for the first time, and I made veggie tacos, and they were great. And I never did that again. But trust your cravings.
Yeah.
Because this was my craving tonight.
Yeah.
And I got some beer in the fridge, and it's going to be great.
I have some strawberry cider.
I can't wait.
So excited.
Our meals are, parallel opposites of each other, and I love it.
I do, too. Just like us.
What makes you different makes you beautiful. The fact that you're not singing along with me worries me. It's inside to see. You've seen that movie, right?
What's this movie?
Princess Diaries? Have you not seen Princess Diaries?
No.
Starring Anne Hathaway?
I've seen parts of it.
Parts of Princess Diaries?
Yeah.
So before you hear a murder on this podcast, go listen to My Favorite Murder if you like that. We're going to go ahead and sign off. I like that podcast a lot.
I do too.
We should do one where we just talk about the podcasts we like.
We should invite Karen and Georgia on.
Yeah.
Karen? Georgia?
Karen, Georgia. And Patrick Hines from Broadway Backstory. He lives in the city.
Oh, he's just going to come too. Just because.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's my favorite podcast.
Okay, gotcha. I was like, I didn't know he was a part of my favorite murder.
No. I had a great time filming this
I did
episode.
too.
I didn't know what was going to happen.
Neither
I was
did
a
I.
little tired today.
Yeah.
We're going to clean the apartment later.
We are. Oh man.
Probably need to put your beef in the fridge. You need to
Yeah,
stop
I
touching
I
beef.
am. Throw back to
Episode. It was in season 6.
Yeah, I don't know.
Thanks for tuning in, folks. We're going to get into our burgers and beers and ciders. I can't wait.
Neither can I. I'm already eating.
And as always, cook brave.
We're the Soy Boys. Soy great.